Guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel, and in this today's flex scripting video we are going to learn about conveyor properties. Okay, so there are going to be two major things in the conveyor. Okay, talking about that, we are going to have the conveyor properties in flex scripting, which would be helping us in order to have these conveyor properties fetched. And the next thing we are going to have is static methods. Okay, so when we talk about the properties, we are going to have these almost 10 or so properties for our conveyors, which are used for different purposes. We will also see that by scripting that in our flexsim model and check how the output looks like. But talking about this, so these are some of the properties which are predefined. You can use them in the flex scripting while coding to get the details out. So talking about, we have acceleration to get conveyor acceleration. We have conveyor current speed syntax to get the conveyor's current speed. We have the syntax for declaration to get the conveyor's declaration. Then we have default speed, that is going to get the conveyor's default speed, which is the speed the conveyor starts with at the beginning of the simulation. Okay, talking about the item data, it is going to help us access conveyor specific data associated with items on the conveyor. Talking about the length, we are going to get the conveyor's simulated length. We are going to get the conveyor's assigned motor details. Talking about slug builder, you are going to get the data associated with the conveyor's slug building status. Target speed, if you want to get the target speed of the conveyor, you're going to get it by using the syntax of properties target speed. And then we have width, if you want to get the width of the conveyor, you can get it from the width as a syntax in the properties. Talking about the static methods, you're going to have two static methods of the conveyors. Okay, and that are basically going to be in this way. How? So we are going to have an estimate conveyor time. We are going to help, this syntax is going to help you get the the time for an item to travel from one part of the conveyor system to another. Then we have send item, where you're going to set an item's target destination in the conveyor system. Okay, that where you need to send the item. Then we also have conveyor specific methods, which are going to be like conveyor.decision point, conveyor.item. Then again you need to write it ahead, conveyor.merge controller, conveyor.motor, conveyor.slug builder. Okay, which we just saw. So these are some of the major properties which can be taken care of, which can be furthermore aggravated. So slug builder, motor, and then we have merge controller, and then we have item and destination point. Now let us close this and go to the flexsim model. Okay, where we are going to check how the things are going to work on. Okay, so I've created a simple conveyorized model where we are going to have two types of items. We are going to have a controlled setup here in the bottom area so that we don't jam our conveyor. Okay, so whenever a part is going to be there, that part is going to get a priority, that is blue color part, and then we are going to send the parts one by one in this section. Okay, now what happens is there are two types of part in this pink color, which are going to get segregated by this segregating conveyor. So the type 1 are going to go straight and get converted into FG, the silver product, and then the other type 2 is going to get converted to blue and get it's going to get sorted to the different conveyor line, and there it is going to get stored. Okay, so this is how the system works, and we have made multiple codings and logics into this. But now the main thing for us to understand in the today's video is the conveyor properties, right? So what we just checked into was the first property of the conveyor was the acceleration, right? So talking about the acceleration, so say for example I want to get the conveyor acceleration. So on entry, if I just put in here, we also need to understand that how the syntax should be written. So for example, say I am putting this double acceleration, and if I just check like this, if I just type this like conveyor dot acceleration, you know. So conveyor dot, we're going to put in conveyor dot, or you can have this like current dot acceleration. Okay, so when you talk about this, what's going to happen now? Why was it not taking conveyor? Because conveyor was already defined as an object here in the current state. Okay, we're going to have it already defined as current. Okay, therefore we need to give a reference to current. Okay, so that's where these are different properties. So if you have noticed, there are two different things. Okay, when I click on conveyor capital and you see this is in black color, when I put a dot ahead, which I just mentioned you, right? Slug builder, create, estimate convey time, send item, motor, merge conveyor, item, decision point. These are some additional, additional syntaxes which are in line with your object conveyor. Okay, and when we talk about this current, you are going to get current different properties which we just discussed, right? Acceleration, animation, center object, colors, input, output. There is a lot of detailings out of that, right? So that you're going to get. So talking about, there are two different methods. We already discussed that in the flex scripting, lectures done ahead. What is the difference between, this black color bold syntax and when we do that with current dot? So you can take a look at our previous videos where we have covered this in our flex scripting in detail. So now we'll not understand this as of, so let us understand how to write it if you want to get the acceleration of the conveyor. So this is how you need to write. Okay, double acceleration equal to current dot acceleration. Let us see whether we're going to get some error or it's going to just give us the detail. But now you cannot see anything because there is nothing, there is no code line below it. So I'm just putting a dummy code line so that I can see that here in the system. So the current acceleration is 0, and that is what it is. You see here, the acceleration is 0. That is what we are going to get a value doubled as 0. Premium content, do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com, where you will be getting all these premium contents available. So talking about what things you're going to get in, you're going to get in, simulation solutions. You're going to get premium training classes for simulation stuffs. You will be getting 3ds model file support. You can buy modules. You get access to simulation case studies. You can visit our services. Also, you can visit the blogs which you're going to get. So I was talking about simulation solutions, right? You can schedule one-on-one session with us, for training and details. You can access our digital assets like learning center. Okay, so here comes the booking online appointment. Talking about training classes, you can access premium training classes. Once you are going to purchase our subscriptions, you will be able to access our training classes which are listed out here, and these are continuously getting upgraded, guys. Talking about blogs, here we bring in blogs from travel experiences, health, devotionals, like industrial engineering, personality development, simulation tech, and lot more interesting and exciting. So do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com for premium content, blogs, and lots more.